So guys, today I am turning 37 years old. I think the age 36 has been the biggest year in my life when it comes to change. And I think that probably a lot of people could say the same thing, especially with everything that's going on. But for me, it really has been a year of implementing change into my life. Probably up until the middle of this most recent summer, my attitude has really been like, you know what, let's just hunker down and wait this out. We just gotta wait this out, and then you can start implementing real change into your life. Like, it's hard to do change, or it's hard to like really go after what you want when all this is going on around you. Why don't you just like stay put and chill for a little bit? But I started to really realize that like this is life. I realized that waiting around and hunkering down wasn't an option anymore, and it's just time to get moving. So that's when I started really implementing a lot of change in my life this year, which is sort of what I want to reflect upon in this video with you guys on this little update that I'm doing for you, because I know I have not been doing a lot of videos lately, even though in previous videos I say I'm going to do more videos. And then I don't, and that's because a ton of big things are going on right now, and it's very exciting. So that's pretty much what I want to delve into. For anyone that wants to know about what's going on, that's what I want to get into in this video. But before we begin, Benny is really wanting to be on my lap and just to say hi. So Benny the dog, an update on Benny. He's doing great. So after the gradual realization that things are going to be the same like this, or they're going to continue on like this, or maybe even continue to get weirder, it was time for me to take control of what I wanted out of my life. And so I really started to do so. I started to look around at what I have and what I wanted and what I didn't want anymore. I really want to make a video for you guys about what methods I've been using recently that has gotten me into such a great headspace and really has manifested a lot of the things that I've been asking for. That's better left for another video, and I'll make another video on that. But in this one, I want to talk to you guys about what changes are going on, what you're going to be seeing coming up in the future, and what I'm just very excited about when it comes to this next year in my life. Okay, I don't really think we need the hat anymore. All right, the first big piece of news is that I found a new job, and I've taken a new job, a new career, and this is so exciting and so bittersweet for me because I no longer am an employee at Elemental Media. It's weird to get excited about something and moving forward with something in your career while also missing something and having it being hard to say goodbye to something. So Elemental Media is not my employer anymore, and I just want to say that I love Elemental Media. I think it's probably one of the best jobs I've ever had in my entire life. The people I worked with there are unbelievable. I wish them nothing but success. I learned so much there, and it's the exact job I needed, and they were just like, I'm just very happy that I had a chance and the opportunity to work with these people, and I hope to work with them in the future on different projects. But right now I had to move on to something different in my life that suited my schedule and just my lifestyle in general. But Elemental Media holds a special place in my heart. I'm so excited I got to work there. So in a nutshell, I no longer work for Elemental Media anymore. Instead, I got a new full-time career at a corporate job. I know what you're thinking. You're like, a corporate job? Yes, but I will be a full-time videographer, photographer for a more corporate job, and I'm not going to go into details on it or anything, but I'm just very excited because I will be able to concentrate on one brand that I believe in, that I think is great, and I will be making content for that brand. What this offers me personally is that I don't have the commute to Kalamazoo anymore, which I'm very excited. That was an hour-long drive. I'm creating content, I'm shooting video, I'm shooting photos. That's all I'm doing for this. Like, it is really the job I've always wanted. But it also leaves me the schedule to make more of these videos, to make more vlogs, to make more short films, to make more creative work. It's given me all this opportunity for that, and I'm just very stoked because this is gonna be the next step. That's what it feels like to me. It just feels like the next step. So with that, I know I've said this multiple times, but with that, I'm hoping that I will be able to regularly put out way more videos on YouTube, or way more short films for you guys, or skits, or whatever I feel like doing, photos, like all those types of things. I think that I'll be able to execute a lot more easily with the schedule that I have, because although I was working at Elemental Media, that was not a full-time job. I was doing freelance, if you remember, also on the side. And guys, I gotta say, I just don't know if I have it in me anymore. I just don't know if I have the tenacity to go and look for freelance gigs and build a brand. In this point in my life, I am looking for some sort of structure. And when it came to freelance work, it wasn't that like, okay, the workday is done. I always felt like I had to be doing more. I had to be working more. I had to be editing more. I just felt like all the time it was lingering on my brain, and it just kind of mentally wasn't great for me. So I was looking for a job that's just a little bit more structured, but still in the field that I do. And I have found that. But when it comes to the freedom to do what I want and the freedom to have my own lifestyle and work on outside projects, whether it be video or other, leads me in to my next topic. We bought a house, and we are moving out of this apartment into the house very, very soon, the end of November. I can't really describe to you guys how I feel about this when it comes to how happy I am. Another great thing about this is that we will be closer to downtown Grand Rapids. So we're maybe a mile out of the city. So no more of this away from the city. We're gonna be a little bit closer. I think we missed it. I think it was a little bit harder for us to be so far away from all the action and everything. It's closer to Kylene's job. Obviously it's closer to my job because I'm not going to Kalamazoo. And I'm not trying to like make this video be like a braggy video. Is it coming across that way? I don't feel like it's coming across braggy. I just always do these updates as like a journal. I don't want it to come across braggy. I'm just very excited to tell you guys about it and let you know, because I miss this, you guys. And every time I would start making something creative or make something for myself, I kept thinking like, Nate, you have freelance things you have to do. You have to be making money off of freelance. Why aren't you looking for new gigs? Why aren't you editing that project you have to finish? That's how I felt every time I was thinking about making videos for myself. And the whole reason I got into making movies when I was 10 years old is because I love it. I love making videos. And it's hard to when you know you have to be doing something else instead that's more important, especially when it's video work. So that's what this means. That's the benefit for you guys, I hope. I was going to make a video on change because we're all dealing with change a lot. I think that everybody has been living in a perpetual state of change. Along with all this excitement, it's also this lingering feeling of like, Nate, it's different, so are you gonna be okay type of thing. So I think that's something to acknowledge and understand a little bit as much as you can when it comes to these changes, that like, that's where growth comes from. I'm saying really generic things right now, but that is where growth comes from. I mean, we do the same thing all the time, and I think that if we just switch up small things in our lives, that's a nice springboard to larger changes. So it's all just growing pains, that's all. We're all growing still, and I'm still growing, and I am now at the age of 37 years old, and I still have no idea what the hell I'm doing. It's a good ride, it's fun, you know, I'm having a really good time trying to figure it all out, and I hope you guys are having also a really good time trying to figure it all out yourselves. Be easy on yourselves, cut yourself some slack, realizing that you're doing an amazing job and everything you're doing is great, and if you want to implement change in your life, you can. It is possible. It's just super difficult. And take from me, I know that it is very difficult, it takes a lot of hard work, but it's worth it. So if you're thinking about making a change in your life right now, don't be scared. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through all this. If you keep watching, that's amazing. If you don't, that's cool too, whatever. I'm just trying to like update you guys on what's going on, and you can expect a lot more content that's a little more quality, a little more structured, but this is just a little bit of an update. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you guys subscribing. I really appreciate you guys just being there along this ride with me. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the near future.